Hello guys, so I am back here with another video, and if you've read the title, it's weird phobias that we have or may not have. So anyway, let's get on with the video. I have already read the list, and there's one of them that I actually have, and I'm probably gonna have to close my eyes when I go past that one because I saw the image and I died almost because they have images for these. So I'm gonna put the ones that I'm sure most of you do not have. I'm gonna put the images for those ones up, but for the ones that I think are most likely to be a very common phobia, I will not put up the image. And I will not be putting up the image for my one because I couldn't look at it. So the first phobia, apologies by the way if I am not saying the name correctly, these are very weird words. It's Trypophobia or Xanthophobia, and it's fear of the color yellow. Honestly, I don't think I've ever met someone who's afraid of the color yellow, but it is definitely a weird thing to be afraid of. I mean, there's the color yellow in many things. To be honest, it's the colors in everything really, so if you're afraid of any other color, then I don't know how you guys manage to get out of the house. The next phobia is Trypophobia, which is fear of cheese. I mean, I understand in a way, because honestly, some cheeses are very smelly, and there's actually the moldy cheese, blue cheese. Which is like, it has mold in it. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever be able to try that one because mold just, I can't. Number 3 is Nomophobia, which is fear of falling asleep. That is definitely a very unusual one because you need sleep. It's just a human way of life. You need to sleep. So honestly, I feel so sorry for the people who are afraid to fall asleep. In some cases, I understand why you're afraid to fall asleep because there are quite a few things that may cause you to be afraid of falling asleep. But just being afraid of falling asleep for no reason at all, just because you're simply scared of it, I feel sorry for you because that must be very frustrating to have to sleep and, you know, conquer your fear every single time. It's definitely something that would drive me insane. I will not be putting up the image for this one because I know a lot of people who actually have this phobia. It is very, very common. I wouldn't really put it in the weird phobias list because it's something that is so common that it can't really be considered unusual anymore. I don't have this, but it's Coulrophobia, which is fear of clowns. And I know so many people who actually are afraid of clowns. I mean, I understand. There are certain clowns that are quite scary. Honestly, if they have the weird makeups, you know, like the It kind of makeup or look, those clowns are kind of creepy. I understand, completely understand. But clowns, just like normal clowns, I mean, I'm not afraid of them, but it's something that is so common, it's unbelievable. How can someone be afraid of just a normal clown? It's a human being just like us. It can do as much harm to you as you can to anyone else. It has the same capabilities as you do. I mean, it's just, I personally feel it's a little weird, but it's so common that I can't really say it's unusual. So number 5 is Hylophobia, which is fear of trees. There's pretty much trees everywhere. So anywhere you go, you'll see a tree. People with fear of trees, do you even leave the house at all? Because anywhere you look, there's a tree. So how do you manage to leave your house? I'm not judging. I'm just I'm honestly, genuinely curious to know, how do you leave the house with a fear of trees, knowing that they're everywhere, kind of thing. If any of you who are watching this video have this phobia, comment down below and let me know, because I am genuinely curious to know your thoughts on this. Number 6 is Nomophobia, and this is fear of the belly button. that I've only met one person in my life who doesn't have a belly button, and it's because he has to go through an operation. But fear of belly buttons is obviously another thing that I'm slightly curious to know how you manage, because everyone has a belly button. You just cannot look down like at all. You cannot look down and be like, oh my god, I have a belly button. Another weird phobia is Nomophobia. Actually, I wouldn't consider this weird because it's something that is actually very, very common as well. And it's fear of being without mobile phone coverage. We're kind of in a society where we've learned so much to depend on these small devices that it's hard to not have one, I'd say. Even I have this. I think it's something that is so very common. I think only the elderly people who are not so used to being brought up with this kind of technology that probably don't suffer from this as much as we young people do. It's just something that we're so dependent on because our whole lives are on it now, and you know, it's just hard to not depend on it, I guess. So this is the fear of losing signal or running out of battery or losing sight of a mobile phone in general. So I'd say this is a very common one, and it's definitely not a weird phobia. This next one is actually one that I'm kind of wondering. It's Nomophobia, fear of rain. If you live in the UK or any country that is has a weather slightly similar to the UK or probably worse, how do you manage? Because here in England it rains practically all year and it's so hard to not have rain. So how would you be able to leave the house in England at all? You wouldn't be able to. And if you were to depend on not raining, UK is definitely not the place for you. So I recommend you going to a nice sunny place or a place where it snows. Don't come to the UK, you definitely won't like it. Uranophobia, which is fear of heaven. Well, in the description it says it's fear the sky and the afterlife. I'd say if for most religious people, so people who have, even if the people who are not 100% religious but have, you know, those kind of beliefs or want to believe that there's an afterlife, I understand why you're afraid. My fear is that because I've been brought up with this whole idea of there's heaven and hell kind of thing, and I think it got me to the point where I'm kind of afraid that there's not an afterlife. I'm afraid of the fact that if I come to the end of my life, that's just it, like there's nothing else after that. I guess that's what I'm afraid of. I'm not necessarily afraid of the afterlife, it's just I'm afraid of the idea that there might not be one kind of thing. So people who have this phobia, if it's not like the way that I think it is, the way that I've just described it, comment down below or message me privately why you have this fear and how it occurred kind of thing, because I really want to know. So this next one is a Pognophobia, which is fear of beards. So if you have this fear, I don't know how common it is, but if you have this fear, you probably won't be watching the videos with me and my boyfriend because he has a beard. And I definitely don't have this fear because I actually like beards. I think a beard on a guy makes him look older and more handsome, I guess. Well, I think it depends as well, because there are people who look better without beards. But I really like my boyfriend's beard. So this is definitely not a phobia for me. But if you have this phobia, yeah, I'd say it's a little weird for me because I like beards, but you know, you obviously will have these kind of phobias from our own personal experiences. So if you want to share them with me or anyone else, comment down below, or as I said before, make sure to message me privately. This next one is the one that I actually suffer from, which is trypophobia. This one is the fear of holes. I'll be honest, it's not like extreme fear, like it's not an extreme phobia. I know that there are people who have an extreme phobia towards small holes and stuff. The plant with small holes in it, I've seen the image of, and I can't look at it. It grosses me out so bad. I wouldn't say it's like a phobia because I'm afraid of it. I'd say it's a phobia because it makes me uneasy. Like, I don't like the look of it, kind of thing. It just looks really gross to me, and it makes me feel sick right to the core. Oh, I can't. I had to look up and scroll down and not look at the image because I already saw the image and it's horrible. I hate it. Some people say it's real, other people say it's not real. So if you know, let me know in the comments below because I'm so confused. But it's the skin disease, which you get holes in it. You get holes in your skin. Oh my god, I can't look at that. Any images of that. It makes me feel so uneasy. I hate it so much. Just remembering the image, I can't talk about this one, guys. Look it up yourselves, I can't. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that you laughed at my reaction for the trypophobia, because honestly, I was not laughing on the inside. I was not. It honestly grosses me out so bad. But anyway, make sure to thumbs up if you liked it, comment down below any feedback or any other video ideas that you might have, and make sure to click that subscribe button. Also, if you want to get notified for when I upload a video, make sure to click down below on the little bell symbol. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Love you all so very much, and see you on the next video. Bye!